Special way, you and I.
Jesus. Okay. G-Tech 101. Wow, this thing's moving.
We have a different format, and it's very impromptu because it was not even going to happen. But now that it's going to happen, we're going to do our best. And today we have with us Donny Greco from Integral Wealth. Donny, nice to see you again.
Thank you, Edward.
So big day in the marijuana space today. Yeah. Monster day. I'm going to put up the marijuana index here if I can figure that out.
The news continues to flow in that sector.
Yeah. Now I guess a lot of rumors about Diageo. Diageo. There you go. Can't even say it. Here we go. Okay, look at this index. Okay, so look at that. That's clearly a breakout move, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is. You draw the line from that prior top right across.
Right. And, yeah. Well, I thought the other day, I thought this was going through and then backing off because the candle had a pretty big wick on it. But then it filled it back and filled. And now it's breaking out. It's clearly a breakout.
Well, we talked about that last week. We said, was it this week or last week? I'm losing track of the days. But we did say that these things have legs, and they're for real because the volume keeps getting bigger and bigger, the higher they go, and that's why you can't short into them yet.
Yeah, and look at this volume in here, starting to swell.
Yeah,
we're going to take a look at some specific ones.
Let's try to find the ones that may benefit from a Diageo investment.
Yeah, okay, that's a good idea.
I think the charts are the stock prices are actually giving us a hint as to which ones.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna put up my marijuana page, which is a little different than some of these indices that the Midas Letter has, but I'm familiar with this format, and it's a little easier to operate for me. Now I'm going to put this up by. Let me see here. I'm going to put this up by percentage change. Okay, so now if you look at this list, these are the ones on my list. Again, they're not the biggest, but look at Afria sticks out here. Afria is up 20.1%. Kronos is up 15.7%. Trust, CanTrust is up 13.4%.
Yep.
I'm going to just put up this.
Look at those double-digit gains.
I know, big.
There's still a lot of room left.
Look at Afria, 1372 up 231. Now,
look at the volume, 31 million shares traded.
I know.
And this is not like a penny stock we're talking. These are real dollars.
Yeah, now look at this chart here. Yeah, this is clearly, there's a big resistance here.
Yeah, not anymore.
not anymore. moving right through. And look at where we were the other day.
So you see where the next resistance is going to be in the $15 area there.
Yeah, we're almost there.
Yeah. I'll tell you, it gets through there. This thing's clear sailing.
I know. We had a little congestion here, and we were saying this thing's not participating, and all of a sudden, look at it go.
The news.
Look at it go. And another big thing today, the Fed came out and spoke, and for you resource people, gold had a very big move today.
We talked about that this week also. There was hints of it happening. You can see the stocks were creeping up a little.
Well, I think everybody's talking about the monster short position in the gold space, right? Yeah. So if it's a crowded trade, you can't be in that group. The shorts got a little hurt today. I got to keep putting my glasses on to see what I'm doing, and I apologize for the change here, but we finally got on and we're also, that's not it. Just a minute. There we go. I want to put up the big trust. No, what the heck? Why is that not working? There we go. So, why is that happening? Hold on a second.
I think James is calling in today. I think he's on location in Smith Falls, isn't he?
Yeah, he's at the weed facility.
He's in the trim room, I hear.
All right.
What are you looking at? Gold stocks?
There we go. There we go. That's the big gold trust. That's the Spider Gold Trust. So it's up about 1.9%.
There he is. Our fearless leader.
James, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Barely.
I can hear you. I can't believe I'm looking at you.
Can you see me though?
Where'd you get those glasses?
Where'd I get these glasses? Off of the spaceship that brought me here.
Where do you?
No, they're.
You look good without hair.
Thanks.
Are you smoking some reefer?
No, we're not smoking. We're not allowed to smoke here.
Vape?
Can you see behind me?
Look at this place.
You're a little shaky there, giving us.
Look at
vertigo.
this. Look at this facility. Looks like.
Looks like a movie set.
This is. These are facilities at Smith Falls. This is Canopy Growth.
Yeah.
And
this is Canopy
James
Growth.
is shooting a video. Look at all that. Wow.
Merchandise.
Look at it.
That is freshly trimmed cannabis, and all these guys back here are merely trimming pounds and pounds and pounds of cannabis. It just keeps coming in.
Can't believe they do it manually.
Look at this.
And
how many employees do you have there?
There's over 1,200 employees right now in Smith Falls alone.
How many?
Over 1,200. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Have
you noticed the move in some of the other stocks today, James?
Sorry, it's 700. 1,200 worldwide.
1,200
yeah,
worldwide.
I've been watching Canopy Growth happen $60 there.
Yeah.
As per our prediction on its way to 100.
Yeah.
And it's looking like that.
But now, if I showed you the vault, Jordan, is it possible to walk down to the vault and just pull the camera in?
The vault.
Just we're live on our Midas Letter RAW. So Jordan here is the communications director of Canopy Growth.
We have one shocked employee.
And we have one shocked employee. We're going to go poke our heads in the vault down here, because when you'll see what the future holds for Canopy. It's a ton of product. So
So we're in the process of having goods move process from one area to another. It's less organized than it usually would be. But with that said, have a look at the sheer volume.
yeah, the inventory in this is going to blow your mind.
Pleasure.
Have to buzz in and out of everywhere I go.
Slightly less into the camera this time.
All right. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Can't show any of the computer screens, obviously, but row upon row upon row upon row, mish upon mish upon mish upon day, I believe it all, I believe all the way. Woo! What do you think?
What do you think?
Almost got to buzz out. Well,
all we see is James's face.
Yeah, yeah. It may be difficult to get an appreciation of the size of this place from this video.
oh, you didn't get a good look, huh? It's just because I'm using my cell phone.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, which unfortunately we have to do because we are constrained by bandwidth here inside the depths of Canopy Growth.
Right.
But I still got enough to do this Skype call, which is pretty amazing. Here's Fraser with his little crane on. Come on, bust a move, crane. Fraser crane. Look at that, he's all bagged up. He's got a rope toe, butter churn. So yeah, that's about the extent of the what I can share with you right now because we're busy.
Right.
But we're going to make this is going to be a really cool video when it's finished. You're going to have your socks blown right off.
Have to wear protective
sanitary
products, or not products, but
that's it. Laugh it up. Laugh it up.
I'm talking about their footwear, protective products. Oh, jeez. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, what, do they come in different colors?
They do, but everybody here's got blue.
I like the blue ones actually.
Yeah,
match my eyes.
Everybody's got blue on. It's a very egalitarian universe. It's blue or no shoe. That's it.
Okay, folks, we're sober as judges here. but watching James making me a little high. Like,
I think you may be high.
James, how much product did they let you to sample?
Well, they wouldn't let me sample any because, unfortunately, that would be contrary to the laws of the land, and probably won't ever be legal to sample product in an operation like Canopy Growth because, you know, they are very focused on adhering to the law and being a leader in the space, and so, yeah, that kind of nonsense will never go on here.
Would will the locals be able to come by there when it's legal and buy it right at the plant, or is that how they're going to have like a storefront little,
well,
like maybe
they have a visitor center that's incredible. You can't buy cannabis products there. You can buy clothing and different types of stuff. Tomorrow in Smiths Falls, Canopy is throwing its annual Shindig on the Lawn, which features live performances by a bunch of different local musicians and a secret international guest who we can't really disclose right now. But no, you can't walk into Canopy and buy cannabis. You can become a patient currently and order it online. In the future, you'll be able to go into Ontario cannabis stores. And if Doug Ford gets his way, you might be able to walk into a private store. Maybe down the road, you're going to be able to buy chocolate infused with cannabis and coffee infused with cannabis and beverages, but none of that is on the legal cards now.
Right. Yeah, I see a lot of red-colored bins there too.
Red-colored bins? Oh, those are refuse bins.
Okay.
That's for the rejected product.
So
you could be confused if you're carrying one of those over your back. You might be confused to be Santa Claus.
Yeah. Well, you should have seen what one of our cameramen was wearing on his back a little while ago. It looked like he had a small eviscerated calf that he was having like improper relations with.
Suzanne, you're not helping.
Wow. Once in a while we get that echo, you know, it sounds like you're in the echo room or something.
Well, we're in the depths. We're in the depths of the production facility. Anyways, boys, I'm going to let you guys go and carry on with the show because we've got to keep moving here.
Ask that question again, sir. Ask that question again.
I just was curious on how big, many square feet is this building you're in?
Oh, okay.
Anyways, be curious to see
well, that was,
how big that building is.
Yeah. I wonder if they're allowed to have windows in those buildings? Probably not, right? Like, probably, then people could see in, and, you know, it's maybe a bit of a clandestine operation, you know? Like, it's illegal.
Well, it's not illegal if you're a patient.
Oh.
Right?
I need a little powder puff or something. I'm glistening here.
It went to sleep.
Are we still on?
Yeah. Went to sleep. Are we still on?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so let's look at some of these pot stocks, and we'll go through a few. What do you think?
Yeah.
You just tell me what you want to look at, and I'll tell you what.
Well, let's start with like Afria or something.
Okay, let's say
this thing's been laying low for a while now. It's starting to really.
Yeah, Afria. What the heck? Hold on, that's not Afria.
APH.
No quotes to display. Folks, bear with us here. It's a good thing that we're not in outer space and they're asking me to commandeer back home. Anyway, look at this. 1368, up 226, 19.8%.
What was the high on it today? 1414.
1414.
So let's look
32
at the chart.
million.
Let's have a look at the chart.
I'll put up a 1 year chart. Yeah. Well,
it's been going sideways since what's the
it got down to 850.
Yeah. What was the time frame on down here? How long ago was that?
Each one of these is 1 month. Each.
So it's been going sideways for a few months.
Yeah.
And now it looks like they're
breaking out, but now
they're having another run. I'm saying, I think so.
What time we got here? We got another 15 minutes. Let's take a look at weed. That's the big one.
You know, if this thing ever does get a deal from someone like Diageo, this thing could be back at $24, wouldn't it? If they invested billions.
What if they? Yeah.
I don't know.
You know what? When we'll look at weed, which was the biggest. It It's almost doubled now in 8 trading days. Wasn't that long ago we were in reds and it looked like it was going to 25.
Yeah.
A famous trader said to me, "This is going to 25."
I don't remember ever giving you a price target.
Well, we had been drinking. Fair enough.
Who was that trader that told us?
I don't know.
Remember?
I don't. He's out of a job.
He worked at Merrill Lynch.
He's out of a job. Anyway, a billion in volume. Look at this. Let's put up the 1-year chart. Again, we have to apologize. The master computer was.
No, I think that's 100 million shares that's traded. Is that what that is?
Today?
Yeah. How many shares does this thing trade today? I mean, this is a $5 move on a $50. This is like this is not peanuts.
No, I don't think it's. I think it's 20. It's a.
Oh, there it is. 22 million.
Yeah, 20
but
million.
see, as this volume stays strong like this, how do you short into strong volume?
I know you can't. You got to wait for us. You got to wait for something to happen to give you the confidence that, like you need the buyers to be overwhelmed by the sellers, as you would probably say the same thing. Look at this RSI way up there.
Yeah, it's still not over 80 though.
I know.
It's still.
Yeah, let's take a look.
I'm going to continue to run on this thing, which is by no way a recommendation that we're making to buy the stock or sell it.
Here's one this one is a smaller company that went public recently. It's having a good day. Why is YMCA?
Women's Club of Canada.
Hey, quiet in the control room. Wait a minute here. We'll
have to check in after with all your fans on Facebook.
Yeah, well, yeah. they're all jumping off a bridge. Okay, so here we go. Okay, this came out, traded at $1.32 at the top. New issue, James E. Wagner Cultivation Corporation. Look at this. There's nice action there. That thing's trying to get the moving averages. Let's see here. Yeah, okay. RSI is still only just above 50.
It's still good to go.
I wonder if we got some good volume today. Yeah, approaching 400,000 shares. What was that? Okay.
Technical difficulty.
I gotta find some more here.
Let's look at Aurora.
ACB.
It's having a nice little day.
That's closing very close to its highs.
Look at the volume on it today. 50 million shares traded.
Huge volume. Look at these things. Now this thing, look at
this thing still got work to do.
I agree.
But there was an article in one of the Spanish newspapers that they may be taking a run at International Cannabis, ICC. It was all over. They halted the stock. Well, they forced the company to make a comment yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that, but it was up sharply yesterday.
Although I never read the article, I believe that may have been the company that was mentioned to be the buyer.
Wow, that's almost at its all-time high. ICC Labs. Look at this.
So that was yesterday on the newspaper article in South America.
Yeah. Look at this one.
What's it trading at right now?
$1.60. Just a second here. Go. $1.64, down 13. So somewhat profit taking from yesterday. A lot of volatility. They're not all moving together, are they? They seem to be rotating nicely. But today is obviously a big day. I wonder if we're going to look back here in a week and say, maybe we should have been selling today. But I
won't be.
No. Well, I don't have anything to sell. No, but at some point there's going to be a correction, right? I mean, it's probably early. What about
these things? I personally think they've been going sideways for the last few months, and this is a beginning. It looks like to me of a sustained move.
Okay.
So I wouldn't be surprised to see them keep running. Your stocks always go higher than you think they are.
I hope these
we're on the runs.
Somebody thinks mix the keys up here.
Now what happened? It's the QWERTY keyboard you're using.
What?
Exactly. You have any knock-knock jokes for us today?
Yeah, knock-knock.
Who's there, Ed?
Deja.
Deja who?
Knock-knock. Anyway, I liked yours from the other day. Just 1 second here. We got a problem. I hope nobody saw my password.
Yeah, your password's password. I saw you type it.
Yeah, password. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Okay, I want to find. There's a stock here that really came down. ISOL. Look at this.
Yeah, I don't know much about this one.
Are we up?
Yeah, it's up 5%.
1 year chart. Look at this 1 year chart. Yeah, now look at this. This hasn't. Look at this. Look at this. They rolled this back. And you can't even see the move. So there's one that hasn't done much. I'm just trying to find here. Now let's take a look at some of these mining companies. I'm going to punch up.
Although what will happen if these major ones, the big ones, keep rallying like crazy and people miss them, people are going to start looking down the food chain and buying anything. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. There's
that happens in the mining sector a lot, as you know. Right, when gold takes off and the majors go on a big run and people miss it, they start buying the juniors, right?
Aben Resources, we had Jim Pettit in here yesterday.
Yeah, we had a good talk with him last night after the close.
Yeah, that looks. They had another discovery on this. They call it the South Zone.
Yeah, and this is geochem. They're getting. It's not geophysics they're doing. They're geochem.
Soils and gold in soils, etc.
Yeah.
Are you a geologist?
No.
No?
Yeah. I wish I was, actually. I'll tell you, to have a geology degree and to work on Bay Street will help you at every facet.
Well, Blady went back and got his
sales, broker, because you could do proper due diligence on these things.
Yeah. So there you go. That's a.
Maybe we could take night courses at George Brown.
They're going to be coming up with, I think, another 16 holes.
I know.
Sprott just put money into it. And didn't you hear a rumor that there was a pretty?
It wasn't a rumor last night when we met him.
Okay.
After the close.
Yeah.
And
was the cone of silence on though? Or I guess we were drinking beer, so there was no cone of silence.
I don't know. He was just mentioned that one geologist that's had major successes in the past bought a chunk of his private placement after looking at his.
Oh, I think I remember the guy's name.
I don't.
Well, I'm not going to say it.
Yeah.
I don't think
anyways,
that's.
So if that's true, there's him and then there's Sprott. Like this guy's getting people in the know that are buying the stock. And the land package is very substantial here.
And you know what we saw today? We saw, and is it Great Bear?
Yeah, it halted.
I want to just put up that
had a big move today.
Yeah, but you saw what happened there.
Yeah, big news on the
McEwen put in $10 million.
Yeah, well, that's because it's Red Lake too for him. This is another Red Lake.
Oh, okay, and that's where
the Gold Corp. Right?
Yeah. There you go.
So imagine if he gets 2 kicks in the can there.
Golden Rain. That's not it. How? I got
GBR. You have GR.
I know, but I'm telling you,
Suzanne.
there's something wrong with it. You know, I think they moved the keys around. They moved the keys around.
James did that. He said he was going to do that.
He said
the F and the L. He was going to mix them up on you.
F and the L. So instead of luck,
you're out of. What was the word he used?
fut. Yeah, like fut off. You know, you just change it a bit. The intent's there. Just saying.
So
okay, GBR. Okay, 1 year chart.
Over $2 today.
Yeah, 202.
Look at that.
Yeah, that thing is so far over the Bollinger Band. I'd be very careful unless you knew news was coming to substantiate it. Very thin float here. There's only 24 million shares before this funding. And if McEwen, listen, this is probably one to really follow with $10 million war chest and McEwen involved. I think you got to pay attention.
I never looked at any of their numbers. I don't know this story.
Yeah.
But it is in Red Lake. It's in Red Lake. Apparently, it's like 50.
Ranges $10 million private placement. They got 16 meters of 27 grams.
Yeah, and it's like 15 minutes.
That's almost
wherever it is.
Absolutely.
So it's got infrastructure.
10 million private placement investment from Rob McEwen and McEwen Mining.
About 18.8% of the company.
For $10 million, right?
I don't know if you.
What price did he get? What did he get? Yeah.
Here, $1.75. Well, that's the warrant. $1.45. You put the money in.
I'll tell you, hosting this
He's having a good day.
Hosting this show isn't as easy as James West makes it look like. I'll tell you.
James who?
James. Yeah. Where is James?
Who?
James, take your time. Look at. I just did it again. Something's not working here. They're laughing in the control room. Jeez. Suzanne's laughing her.
Not making her job any easier.
Okay, here we go. Wow, look at this one. Holy smokes.
Oh, up another 8% today.
And you know, I'm pretty sure the highest this thing ever closed before was 45.
Let's look at, I'd be interested, what is the market cap of this company, Edward?
Well, you know what?
Does it tell you?
I'm going to find out here very soon when I go to...
Because this chart looks an awful lot like the Abbott to me. They're both
absolutely,
the same.
Absolutely.
They almost look like mirror image. The timing
candlesticks.
Was the same. They're both in the same area.
Candlesticks.
The golden triangle.
Where is... Okay, let's just... 1 second, folks, while my slow brain kicks into... Now, where's the fun... Okay. Pause in the action. Okay, here we go. Fundamentals. According to this, there's 73 million shares.
Oh, so that's a tight structure.
Yeah, well, there's 20 million warrants at a quarter. I think Blady said that, you know, other than, instead of doing a financing, unless the stock really went up, they would try to work on getting those warrants coming in, which would give them another $5 million and obviously be able to fund them for another drilling season. So
he has more holes coming as well, right?
Yeah.
So they're very similar stories. I'll tell you, there's a lot of stuff heating up in the Golden Triangle again these days. Yeah? They spend billions in there, putting the power lines in there. And
what we need, and I'm going to punch up the gold chart here now. Let's see. I'm going to try and make sure that nobody does anything.
Now you got to cross out the God. You did it again.
I did it again. No, I did it again. Okay, they're laughing in there. That's all right. Laugh. I'll get my revenge.
It's autocorrect.
Autocorrect.
Yeah,
oh, autocorrect. Okay. Autocorrect.
All you can do is
auto. Is that OTTO? Auto. Okay. No. Here's what I want to do, Donnie. I want to punch up. Let's see here. This is that. Here we go. 1 year chart. Now look at this bottom. Tell me what you think.
Well, I told you what I thought the other day because it looks exactly
there's
like...
a gap there, a gap here. And again, this is the ETF, so we should probably look at the...
I don't really look at these.
I know.
I look at gold. Let's look at the Gold Corp or Barrick or Nico. They're all the same.
Big article today. Let's look, which one do you want to look at?
Let's look at Gold Corp.
Is that G? Is that G?
We talked about this the other day. Remember we said, what's a good stock for a trade? I thought this might be a good one, only because it's been so oversold.
Look, it only up 40 cents.
Yeah, but 40 cents.
Well, that's...
Almost 3%. It's more than gold's up percentage-wise.
Yeah, gold's up 1.5%. Okay.
Yeah, so let's look at the chart on it.
Okay.
Because these things don't go up 8-9% a day. They're not marijuana stocks, but look at this.
But that kind of looks like the gold chart.
So this is where I come in. The other day, we were talking about it at like $14, right? It was $14.05,
Right.
What is it now?
I'm going to put up a 5-year chart. Or is that too long for you? I'll tell you, I don't know. I'm not used to this.
You got to get rid of that thing. Yeah.
There you go.
You could use this, you know.
Yeah. You know, I'm sort of old school. Yeah, well, look at that. Looks like a major double bottom there.
Yeah.
You know, back to early 2000.
But this thing's been in a downtrend for 5 years.
Yeah.
Is that what you're telling me?
Well,
yeah.
I don't know what I'm telling you.
Well, look, that's what it says.
Yeah, that may be a major double bottom. And if this thing ever got through here, right?
Well, even if it gets back up to $18, that's a good trade right there. Stock's 14, right?
Right.
Now, Nico Eagle looks a little similar to this as well. The only stock that I can see, gold stock, that it has just recently come off its all-time highs, which is bizarre, is at Kirkland Lake, KL. You been following that one?
No.
Oh. Can you look
Who's the biggest shareholder there?
Mr. Sprott, chairman of the board.
Is that right?
I forget what the two companies is. He was the biggest shareholder in each of the two companies that
I'll
merged
put a
together.
1 year chart up. Look at this.
Look at that. This stock was just recent. Last month was at all-time high. So the only gold stock on the planet that I've seen.
And is that because their deposit just keeps getting bigger and bigger, high grade?
Low cost.
Yeah.
They got everything gold for them.
And you know what? You could have bought this thing if you're astute. Look at this. Think Sprott's made any money on this? Is he a buddy of yours?
Yeah, he's a friend of mine.
Yeah, you guys talk, don't you?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eric's a humble guy. He's like just like
no. I don't know the man well, but I've talked to him, and he's a real person.
Yeah,
there's no question.
Coors Light.
Coors Light. Is that why you drink Coors Light?
Try to be like Eric.
Get a royalty. Get a royalty. Yeah. Wow. Look at that chart. You could have bought this thing.
So it's funny because I know a guy that is long this stock, and I asked him why he bought it, and he says he got a robo-investor call, told him to buy it. I think he banks at BMO or something. You know they have those robo-investors? You phone in, it's like a recorded message.
Is a robo-investor related to RoboCop?
Anyways, he was roboed in on this one. He bought it at $12.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe after what we just went through in gold that this.
Now, are you telling me the relative strength index on this thing is less than 50, and this stock's at all-time highs?
Well, yeah, but that's because that's a 3. Yeah, according to the. But here it was. Wasn't that long ago when it was up here was 75.
Yeah, but it wasn't. Yeah.
So there you go.
There you go. It was higher than 75 back here when it was $16. So that doesn't really tell us much.
Yeah. I'm going to just.
And anyways, that's the only gold stock you will see that is at
near its highs.
Stock like that.
Yeah. Wow.
What a pattern.
So Eric would own a chunk of this, wouldn't he?
He's the biggest shareholder.
Wow. What's the market cap of this thing? I'm going to take a look here just a second. Don't do anything stupid. Okay. Here we go. Answer. Only 5.2 billion.
He may not be the biggest shareholder then. I don't know, but there's 210 million shares at stake.
And he's been a shareholder. Has he been a shareholder from?
No, there was 2 companies, and we should look at the news, okay? These 2 junior golds, he was the biggest shareholder of each one. They merged together to form Kirkland Lake. And he was the named chairman of the company. And that was at, I don't know, $2?
Okay, this NMI.
I don't know.
Old symbols, NMI.
Lake, but the 2 companies, and I should know this, and they just not coming to me.
Yeah.
Right now. But anyways, that's the story of the Kirkland Lake. But there's no other gold stocks that look like
Let's take a look how High Hampton's doing today. There we go, High Hampton.
And full disclaimer, they are a client of mine.
Yeah.
I never tell you whether the buyer or
well,
sell.
not much. Not too much there. 100,000 shares, 54 to 55. I'll put up a chart.
It's in the. Looks like it's in the bottom.
This looks like a nice bottom here.
Yeah.
I always like to look at a nice bottom.
Yeah, well, you got one there.
Yeah, it's got to do some work though.
If you want to make money in the marijuana sector, I mean, you got to start looking around for the ones that are so oversold and try to. I'm gonna
put up another one here. Kronos.
Yeah, this is
Kronos Group, 1292, 1294.
Look at the volume on this today. 82 million.
That's dollars, yeah.
Oh, is that the dollar volume?
Yeah.
Okay, where's the volume?
Right next to it.
6.5. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, it's
Thinking about those red bins at Canopy still.
Oh boy, the red bins.
The throwaways. Already
been there. Look at this thing. Look at this. Now there, folks. I got to tell you.
That's a breakout. You measure from that all-time high.
You can draw right like down, this right there.
Intersects about 975.
Right in there.
Full-blown breakout.
So maybe it's worth repeating. But if you just took this, just a minute. I don't need all this stuff. But one of these days we'll get set up. There's a trend line, right?
Yeah.
The peaks, and then it started to show breaking out there, and then testing, and
if you drew that line right down from the top, it would probably intersect about 950. So if you would have bought that, you would have probably bought the stock at about $10. That's where it.
Now, but you're in the danger area here a bit, right?
But the thing is, with the danger area, is this.
I know. Yeah, that's right.
Just
read the headline there. What does that say, the first paragraph?
Sure, let me read it.
No, I got it right here.
I think you have the...
Oh, I got it. Yeah, well, you can't read it because I got it. Yeah. Ties between alcohol and cannabis industries have grown closer in recent weeks. Earlier this month, most blah, 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 blah.
I think you're doing a great job today.
Is pursuing a deal with Canadian cannabis firms, holding serious discussions with at least 3 major producers as the world's biggest alcohol company seeks to add
the 3 major producers.
With at least 3 major producers, and then they got to be all Canadian, right? Yeah. So it's not Canopy Growth. They're already involved.
So people are speculating.
So Afria, Aurora, this could be one.
Could be one.
I want to just check the.
But this one is.
Well, another big one is the one from, what's the one in Quebec, the former
Hydropothecary.
What's
Hexo? H-E-X-O, Hexo.
Hexo.
Yep.
You don't want to be hexed. You don't want to get the old hex on you.
Oh, you're going to get Hero. Cross out the X on the Hero there. See Hero? That's it.
Oh, now listen. Quick study. Quick study.
Not that quick.
Not that quick. No. I'm going to be 100 years old here soon. Look at this. And then what's the market cap here? We want to go to the fundamentals. That's the trick here. Market cap's almost $1 billion.
No, so where's the? Oh, there it is. Yeah,
991. Now, if you were the world's biggest, you're not going to even look at anything.
Well, these guys just signed some type of thing with Molson's, right? So I don't know if.
Okay. So maybe that's why it's. So that let's
start
just
doing the math. You got there's only so many majors, and one has a deal with Constellation, one has a deal with Molson's. What's left? These ones are
Afria, Kronos. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the percentage. Here we go.
We haven't done SICK yet.
What's that?
What?
We haven't done SICK yet.
SICK.
That's because we're talking marijuana stocks.
Yeah, but we will go. We're gonna go.
We're not long.
Here we go. So. No, that's not it. What am I doing here? I'm in the wrong. Okay. Percentage change. Okay. So Afria, 22.7.
That's our leading candidate, I would say, for this. So
yeah. Well, look.
Well, it's up there. It's got to be one of them.
Yeah, and the big ones. I'm going to go back to.
God, look at the G-Tech.
Yeah, I know.
They are a client of mine too.
You know what? I was talking to Blady. He's the second in command. Yeah. He said, "I said, where do you think this is? Where do you think this? This is at 78 cents." He said, "It ain't going below 75 in his mind." And I really believe. Like I know Norton. I know Norton as an operator. You know, and I don't own it. I had it, and
I own it.
Well, that's got to bring a smile to your dial.
Well, they're a client of mine.
Yeah.
Also, full disclosure.
So you're buying tonight. Again.
Hey, I could be short.
Well, you said you own it.
Yeah, when I left the office, I owned it.
Yeah, you don't know what that guy's doing, right? Okay, look at this. These, the shorts are probably wish they never knew what shorting was.
Hey, Tilray could be another one that could be.
Tilray could be one. Look at this. That's got a big market cap.
But they said Canadian. Is that a Canadian company?
I think it's a Canadian company, but preferred to get listed.
Well, how did a Canadian company get listed in the States? I don't know.
I think you know what?
I guess we did.
Well, look at that. Is that green or is that green? Look at everything on this page. Let's see. What's
the HIP was halted. I didn't see the news. I was halted for a while. The news strike. I'm
just trying to see here. Every stock. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, because it's percentage. The only thing that isn't. Here's some of the. Well, Chiron's
raising money. So
now FLT isn't a marijuana stock.
That's a drone delivery stock.
Yeah, I got that mixed up. Hemp.
Ian is a stock. That's like a fund for.
Yeah, is it? It's big, isn't it?
Yeah.
But look at these things, eh? Holy smokes! Let's take a look at SICK here.
It's not easy being green. Remember that song by Sinatra?
Being green?
Yeah.
There's probably a little symbolism there, eh? Not exactly.
That song originated from the Muppets, by the way. That was Kermit the Frog saying that. That was about him. It's not easy being green. But Sinatra made it famous.
Come on.
Yeah.
You know a lot about a lot of different things, don't you?
Street. Right?
SICK traded another 3 million shares. Hard to read these things because of these big moves, but it sort of looks like gold in it. Sort of looks like Aben.
Yeah, I don't know much about.
Yeah, Jordan really impresses me as a smart guy.
Yeah, he's a smart kid.
And clean cut.
Yeah. Gets around, knows a lot of people.
Following in his, I think his dad was a pretty big promoter. Probably still is to some degree. I don't know.
I don't know.
I met him 25 years ago. When he was involved with Apex, the skiing.
The hill.
Yeah, he owned
Penticton,
that.
Is it?
It's near Penticton. Yeah, he flew us out in a private jet, way back when. I was pretty impressed.
You had jets back then. Was it propeller?
Tony.
Private Cessna.
Well, yeah. I just flew to Penticton. How, your arm's sore? Yeah. I hear you. Okay. Let's see, what else we got to
Anyway,
talk
I was
about?
talking to a guy today on the phone that was in Seattle and taking off and went to Idaho. He said you could see, you wouldn't believe the smoke you can see from an airplane.
Yeah.
So it's really bad now.
The other day on the Weather Channel, they said, look at the X-Row here. This is the, I'm going to...
Is it traded today?
52,000 shares.
Oh, is that a cross?
Yeah, and you know, to your point, there's not a lot of offerings, and there's some bids, but look.
Never the twain shall meet on this.
They said that the particulate count in the air in BC, some of their areas had the worst air in the world. Yeah. Made Beijing look like made it look clean. I don't know.
Like Iceland.
I don't know. I like Iceland. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, as X-Row. And did you ever remember I set you up with that guy to talk to Kurt Sorshak?
Oh yes, Zebik or something.
Yeah,
Absorption.
Look at this.
XBC. You got ABC. You got to cross that in.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we met him at the National Club.
Yeah, look at this. 94, 97. Look at the one-year chart. What do you think here?
Wow, I think he's doing a good job.
He's doing a great job, and there's not a. And I think he just got a major increase in his line of credit, which he needs to. A lot of these people don't realize that you need capital to grow. That's one of the biggest problems with a small company. If they don't have capital, they grow too fast and they can't fund they don't have the working capital to go forward. Yeah, I like this. Look at this. I'm gonna just.
Are you long this stock?
Unfortunately, I'm not long. Look at this. Look at this. I started buying it right here. Right there, and probably sold it all in here. No, you got to have the money to hold these things, right? Yeah.
Well, if you hold them, they'll have the capital.
Yeah, good point. Good point. So, the other thing I want to do today is I want to go and look at the. Just 1 second here.
You got to get rid of that. That thing.
Really?
Let's click on it. There you go.
Okay, now I want to go to the home page. I want to see the most actives. Here we are. Most actives. Fires up 23. N. What's N? Do you know what N is?
It used to be Namaste.
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 Oh, marijuana stock up.
Yeah, I think it was a vape thing. A vape stock at one point or something.
There's the percent.
But they do, now they have they're a licensed grower, I believe.
Okay, so just a second here. Top 10 lists. Percentage gainers. IKM. Look at this. 65 cents. Right. Akuma Resources. Any news today?
Never heard of it.
6.8 million. Paradise Energy to acquire Akuma Resources. Isn't it amazing that you can be in the business as long as we've been and never hear these things? Like, how many are there?
There's a lot of them.
Whoops, I almost knocked the water over. I would have been 61 to 65. Look at this.
What is it?
That's the news item. Alfred Paradise reports. Okay. There you go. It's at 109 million shares. Wow. Anyway, the market's now closed, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Well, we're probably coming down to the wire.
The oil chart's starting to look very interesting. I think it's the correction in oil may be over too. It looks like it's breaking out of a downtrend.
I'm gonna take a look at. Do you know what investing? Just a minute. Investing.com. I'm not used to obviously an Apple computer, so I apologize for that. Yeah, I'll tell you. If the commodities start to move, it's very bullish for Canada. Yeah. Like that's what we I mean, a lot of people miss the marijuana space, but I think a lot of people.
Well, a lot of the pension funds of all the Canadians are invested in that segment, so it's a big segment for them.
I'm going to switch. Here we go. I want to see the price of oil, and I don't know how to do this. Real-time commodities. Here we go. Copper, Brent, Brent. That's Brent. I'm going to get crude oil, and I'm going to up 79 cents, 68.62.
I think 68 was the price that had a breakthrough to get out of the downtrend. See, look at
that's a 1 day chart.
That's that 1 day.
That's 1 week. No, that's a one. That's a.
What are we looking at here?
That's a weekly chart. That's a weekly chart in oil. You want a year?
Well,
that's a year.
Yeah. So.
Okay, I'm going to go back to this other page. This is week by week. So each bar.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so that goes back to Jones.
You're the candle guy. What does that green candle tell you?
Well, this trend. I mean, this.
It's reversed.
It looks like this could be. And then you got resistance here. You got support here. Let's see how it resolves itself.
Yeah, no, I think it's looks like it's going up.
You know, you get oil moving up. I mean,
stocks were all acting well today in the oil square.
Wow, look at this. Okay, and I want to punch up copper.
So Diageo, one of the liquors they sell, by the way, is Guinness. They own Guinness. They sell a lot of Guinness, Eddie. Every pub you walk in the world that I've been to, has got Guinness taps in it. Right?
Look at copper. Look at this drop in copper. I'm interested in copper because
copper's a doctor metal.
Yeah, the Dr. Copper.
Dr. Copper.
Just a second here. Well, look at this. That's a 15-minute. We want to get a better.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, look at this. Wow. Okay. So we've had. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Almost 3 months. Almost all red. And a serious correction. And they say that these commodities are so short right now. And I wouldn't be short something that everybody's short. But we got a nice green candle this week.
That's why the contrarians always make money.
Yeah. Anything else we should look at here?
Well, we covered a lot of ground here today.
Covered a lot of ground. And we'll continue to cover ground.
So the TSX got to be acting well. I know the S&P 500 made an all-time high today in the U.S.
Well, why don't we just take a look? Here's the futures.
Yeah, I believe that's an all-time high. It made intraday. It may have been intraday, but
yeah. Well, the futures are right there. Like I mean, and that's wait a minute. That's 15-minute. Sorry. Yeah, I think it did. I think this probably.
Yeah, intraday.
I think it intraday just edged out that, but could that be a double top? You know, that's the thing that I always wrestle with when I look at these things. You look at this and you say, you know, great trend here. Remember the fear that existed back in here?
Yeah.
You know, nice tail there.
That was the Korea thing.
Was that it? Something really spooked. That was back in between January and April.
Remember all the rhetoric going.
And I remember a friend of mine, Ennio D'Angela, he said, read this, and he sent me this woman's interpretation of the action. Said, this is not a time. She said, after this happens, don't, it's too late to short. So she actually was dead on. She said, you know, this has got to resolve itself, and look at right back up. I mean, I got to tell you, it's just fascinating. I want to see what Apple's doing here. Just a minute.
You got a box up there.
I got to get rid of it. I seem to get that all the time here. No thanks. Okay. We got. I'm having.
Apple was at an all-time high the other day as well.
SD.com. How do I find?
You got a cheap iPhone coming out apparently. The next round coming in
favorites.
September. It's gonna be a low-end one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm not really comfortable with these Apple.
Apple's easy.
Here we go. I'm just gonna take.
You got Canada clicked on. I think you got to click USA.
I know. But I got it on here. Just a minute. Hold your horses. Here we go. US. I got it under my US page.
Oh, you have a page set up. Nice.
Look at this. Apple. So Apple's $216, up 67 cents. Survey says fundamentals. Look at this. That's $1 trillion, folks.
1T. There it is.
There you go. That's 1,000 billion. 1,000 billion. And you know, I mean, I would have never believed.
I think half of that they have
And Buffett's adding to his position. He's adding to it. He starts going in at $500 million. I'm thinking, are you out of your mind? Like, is he Warren Buffett out of his mind?
Yeah,
duh.
If I was his age, I'd be buying it too. What's
what the hell's the matter? You know, you might as well spend all.
You go with a bang.
And you know, and I hate to say it, but his diet. I mean, he drinks McDonald's, Dairy Queen. He doesn't eat McDonald's.
No, he does every day.
He loves Dairy Queen because he owns it.
Yeah, he owns McDonald's.
He wants to keep that revenue coming in.
Coca-Cola. He has a McMuffin every morning on his way to work.
You know, I think he drinks like 7 or 8 Coca-Colas a day.
The market cap
I drink beer like he drinks pop. Oh, okay, go ahead. Which one?
Let's look at Amazon, because I just want to see what their market cap is, because there was a thing who would be the first company to cross a $1 trillion market.
This is it. I
think this must be it.
Yeah. Now, amen corner. You play golf?
Amen corner, Augusta, isn't it? 13?
Yeah. Look at this. Okay, market depth, fundamentals. Here we go. Amazon.
Ooh, it's right on. It looks like 9 and change.
928. Now, you know, I just wanted to say back in the day, and I'm going to put this chart up here because we go back a long way.
Year high, 1925.
I'm going to just. This is probably this.
It's near its all-time high. This stock.
Well, look at this. Look at this.
I remember the first day it started trading.
Can I tell you a story just quickly? When I was a broker at Yorkton, and after the Y2K went through, and I was working with, that's where I met Mike Gardner. I started shorting stocks because somebody said that we were 3 standard deviations.
Oh, I know who that guy is.
That was in March, and for 3 years all I did was short stocks, and I was short. I shorted them, and they all went down, and they all went down, and they finally bottomed. But like an idiot, I didn't recognize that was over, and I was short Amazon. I actually thought Amazon was going out of business. It hit $6 or $7, and I said, you know, people, and this is what I'm saying, not on the air, because you know. I would have never been on the air with saying stupid things like that. I said, you can make a career shorting Amazon at $7. You know what? You could have bought it at 7, bought 1,000 shares every time it went up $1. You'd be a billionaire today. There you go. Hey, so you live and you learn. What's the moral of the story? Don't get too convinced on certain things that you're right. We're going to wrap this baby up. We had a great day. We've covered a lot of ground. It's not easy sitting here in the control seat, I got to tell you.
Not easy being James, right? You did a hell of a job.
James is just a unique guy.
You might get your own spin-off series from this.
I'm hoping for at least an increase in salary.
Yeah.
Salary? How about it's just get a salary? Okay. Anyway, nice week. Nice job. Okay. That's it, folks. See you next week. We'll cover the marijuana stocks. We'll cover the resource stocks. This is goodbye. Not a goodbye, but goodbye. Am I getting away? Am I hearing the